Welcome to Dominion by Design. Dominion by Design is a belief system. It's a belief system that I encountered 7 years ago when I found myself in a pit. I found myself in a pit. I was a husband, I was a father, I was a pastor. I thought I had achieved everything that I had dreamed of when I was a teenager, but I was in a pit. I was in the gym all of the time, but I was fat and out of shape. So much to the point where I had a difficult time keeping up with my children. I was overweight, and it was having dramatic influences upon my health. I was disconnected from my queen, disconnected from God, even though I was a pastor. I was addicted to pornography. I was in a pit. I couldn't seem to find two nickels to rub together. I was in a pit. And then I discovered a man who began to teach me the have it all lifestyle. Yes, the have it all lifestyle where that you could actually be excelling across 4 core areas of life: body, being, balance, and business. It's something I desperately wanted. And so I dove all into this belief system. And I began to learn the tools of the core 4 and attacking with the stack. And they changed my life. Attacking with the stack, I began to examine the stories that were keeping me trapped in that pit. Stories I told myself about my body. Stories I told myself about my connection with God. Stories I told myself about my connection with my queen or my children. Stories I told myself about money. I had to attack my stories. And as I began to dismantle those stories and form new stories that empowered me to chase it all, little by little, habit by habit, moment by moment, things began to change for me. Long story short, I lost 40 pounds. I'm now training to run a marathon. I'm now training to break powerlifting records. I'm in deep connection with God outside of the church. I now have deep connection with my queen and my children. And now I'm pursuing my own business, which is this, teaching this new way of living, which is the have it all lifestyle, which I call Dominion by Design. When I read through the very first chapters of the Bible, in this ancient tale of Genesis, I keep seeing this word, dominion. That you as a man were designed by God to have dominion. Dominion in your health. You were not designed to be fat and overweight and out of shape and not able to keep your breath walking up the stairs, having to feel like you're going to have an aneurysm, bending over to tie your shoes, can't keep up with your children. That's not what God designed for you. God designed for you to excel in your health, to be pursuing the ultimate level of performance and fitness and how you fuel your body. God designed you to be healthy in your body and also in your connection with God. As I said, through meditation and through studying the scriptures and through examining my stories, I have a new connection with God, and it's outside of the church. It's outside of the religious rules that I was raised in, but my connection with this divine source has been renewed. And my connection with my queen and my children has been renewed because of these habits that we teach you in the core 4. And ultimately, I found a new divine purpose. Again, outside of the church. I was a pastor for 25 years, and now I'm a coach, coaching other men and how they too can have it all. So, the ultimate destination in Dominion by Design is King's Council. Men who pay and invest financially and emotionally and spiritually to sit at a table with other men playing this game at the highest level. That is the ultimate destination for you, my friend. But there's actually tests that you must pass before you can be allowed to a seat at this table of playing this game at the highest level. You have to be introduced to it step by step in a sequential order, just like I was. And so that's why we start with the Dominion by Design 30-day challenge. And in the 30-day challenge, you learn the systems of the core 4. of getting up every single day and swinging a single in body, being, balance, and business. And you'll also learn the weapon of the stack, how to examine your stories and how to take apart those stories that are disempowering you and holding you back and create stories, new empowering stories that are going to move you forward. This 30-day challenge will give you the introduction to these two very powerful tools within your life. And as you begin to learn how to use these tools, then you can then seek admission to the King's Council table. But it all starts with the Dominion by Design 30-day challenge. So that's a brief overview of what Dominion by Design is like, what it is. It's a brotherhood. It's a brotherhood of men who've decided the mediocre is not for them. The mediocre in their body is not for them. That mediocre in their connection with God is not for them. That mediocre in their connection with their queen and their children is not for them. That mediocre in finances is not for them. That they want to have it all. So that's the introduction. So I'm going to challenge you to reach out to me. My email address is brad@clearcoachingservices.com. I'm also on Facebook. I'm on Instagram. You can reach me through my website, Dominion by Design. But I would love to introduce you to the 30-day Dominion by Design challenge, where you can begin to access these weapons that forever changed my life and pulled me out of the pit, and which I know can pull you out of the pit as well. So message me today if you're interested in hearing more specifics, how you can get signed up for the 30-day Dominion by Design challenge. 3, 2, 1, off you go.